Hi, I'm Jolene Garty, and I'm running for a seat on the Fargo Public School Board. I was interested in running for the Fargo Public School Board, I think, because I have a vested interest in the success of the district. I'm a mom of 2 students who attend school at Fargo, and then I worked for 10 years at a regional education association, so working alongside educators across the state of North Dakota, supporting K-12 education, and I think those 2 perspectives will be valuable on the board. The experiences that I can bring to the school board are first as a mom who's been active in their kids' education, serving on the PTA. I serve on a nonprofit youth sports board, so working with parents and in the community. And then professionally, I bring experience working with K-12 federal and state education, strategic planning, and supporting school districts in my work for a regional education association, working with schools both in the southeast part of the state as well as across North Dakota. If I was elected to serve on the Fargo School Board, my top priorities would include, I think, first, being a responsible steward of our public resources. I think as a district, we need to make sure that we're living within our means with our budget, and that's going to be especially important with the property tax reform that occurred, and so working within that budget constraint. Second, it would be really focused on student decisions and keeping that in the forefront. So every time a budget decision is made or different decisions, it has an impact in the hallway, in a classroom, with a teacher, with a student. And so really thinking about what's best for students is something that I would focus on. And then the third piece that kind of goes along with both of those is really kind of getting back to the basics and making sure we have clear priorities. I think it's really common in education to have multiple layers of initiatives, a lot of which maybe we can't control from the state or federal level, and that can cause an overload that makes it difficult for our educators and our administrators to know what our priorities are. So I think really going back to our strategic plan and making sure that we're having clarity and that we're all sort of going the same direction around some clear outcomes is important. I think over the next 5 years, there's going to be a lot of changes. We are, as a school district, are going to prepare students for a changing world that is changing really quickly, I think, with technology. And so we want to remain both innovative and flexible and making sure our students have a wide variety of perspectives that are going to prepare them for time after they graduate, whether that's in the workforce, whether that's in the military or in going into post-secondary education as well. And I think doing that under some new budget constraints and being thoughtful is going to be a really important thing, and it will require the board to have good guidance and a strategic vision to support that over the next 5 years. What I want voters to know about me is I'm a behind-the-scenes kind of person. I like to do the work. I'm prepared, and I've joked that my campaign slogan could be middle-of-the-road mom. You know, I am really invested in running for Fargo Public Schools, not against something, but in order to support it. And I have really enjoyed being at my kids' activities and talking with other parents and teachers, and I think that it's been really great to hear that people are looking for folks that just want to support the school district, that they aren't running against something and are open-minded and just sort of that middle-of-the-road path to lead us into the future.